Hey, welcome back again. Once again, Mike Callahan here. Got a special guest, actually second time live on Facebook today, bringing some information to the SA community as well as the lawn care community. Special guest of Naylor of LCR Media. We're going to be talking all things GIE, GIE Plus Expo, and the GIE Rally. Naylor, we haven't met in person yet, but I'm looking forward to actually hanging out with you live in Louisville this year, coming up in October. But I figured there wasn't a better person to ask in the lawn care community or the social media community about what is GIE all about, if somebody's already been there or if they haven't even heard of what GIE is. And I'll be honest, last year would have been my 24th year in the lawn care industry. So 24 years in the industry, and last year was the first year I actually went to GIE. So we'll talk about that, I'm sure, today. But if somebody hasn't heard of who you are, obviously got a huge influence. And what is GIE? If you want to kind of take the floor and kind of lay the foundation, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, well, thanks, Mike, for having this opportunity. I appreciate it, and yeah, I definitely look forward to seeing you at the GIE. At the GIE, as you know. So I mean, somehow or another, we missed each other last year. I was talking to Jonathan at the booth there, and I guess you just weren't there that somehow how it is at the GIE. But yeah, I mean, so those of you that don't know me, obviously my name is Naylor. I have a clean is in Midlothian, Virginia, just outside the Richmond, Virginia area. I've had that for going on 6 years now, and right around the same time that company, I kind of stumbled upon social media, like a lot of folks have over the years, just from like trying to research things for my business and try and learn some more. All that. That's how I just was stumbled upon social media, by Googling and seeing YouTube videos that were related. Some of the OGs of Care Millionaire. Jonathan himself, he was one of the first OGs there, just posting regular content on YouTube for care communities too. So that's just kind of how I got involved in social media, following along, and then I quickly decided to create my own YouTube channel. But I have a lot of mistakes that I'm making and a lot of things that I can share along the way, and successes that I've had. And I'm like, cell phone, let me just go ahead and start making some videos. So that's what I did, and it quickly turned into a whole another world. Connect everyone that was putting videos and content out on social media, and then I had people contacting and connecting with me as well and following along, and it was just. And therein began the YouTube lawn and landscape community. And that was, almost 6 years ago. Shortly after that, about 5 years ago, someone talked about the GIE Plus Expo in Louisville, Kentucky, and none of us really knew about it on time. So we just talked about it, and some people wanted to go and said, hey, if anyone else wants to go, let's get together. Maybe we can find a local and we can hang one night. And that's how the GIE Rally was born. That was the first meetup. Only a few people went to the GIE Expo. It's set up at which was right down the road. And there was only like maybe a dozen people there at the time. But then the following year, like everyone went, because I didn't go to the following year with a lot of other social media influencers out there that most people should know, because it was just the last time to really save up for it and plan for it. But when I saw the videos come out, I was like, oh man, this is awesome. I really got to go to the GIE. That's when year, which was 5 years ago or whatever, and it's been a wrap ever since. This will be my 5th year going. Things are, when you go, I tell so many people, I've repeated this so many times, the GIE Plus Expo itself is great because see all the new latest and greatest and your favorite brands and brands you never even heard of before and didn't even know existed, brand new stuff that's market in one showroom floor with all of the CEOs and vice presidents, and all these people are there, marketing managers, to talk to you, and you can ask them questions and get to know them and get to know the product, all kinds of interaction with that. the biggest part of this expo versus any other expo in the industry is you get to go outside and you have acres and acres and acres to demo everything. Arborist ladder, or you're getting in a excavator and you're digging yourself into a hole and no one's paying attention until you're stuck on some stand-on mowers, or popping wheelies on zero-turn mowers until you get kicked out of the booth, or whatever it is, all of the above. And I mean, years, because they want to talk about the product, they want to tell you all the latest and greatest and what they've changed and what they've updated. Any questions you have, they're the best out and outside. So not only do you have all that, but because of social media, there's the networking aspect. There's connect with people through Facebook like this, or it's through Instagram or YouTube or all the above, or something new, Snapchat. Now we connect that way, and then seeing each other at the GIE Expo, that's a way for us all to come together. And in person, we can see each other. Sometimes face to face, we feel like we're old friends because we've been connecting for years online through social media. And it's kind of a mind-blowing experience when you connect, watching someone on TV for years, like your favorite person or something, and then you meet them in person, and it's just crazy. So just have some experience networking with everybody, whether you're just demoing stuff together, hanging out, going grabbing something to eat at the expo, different networking events such as the GIE rally, which has gone from Pleasure Ridge Pizza to this little meetup of a handful of people there 3 years ago. This will be the third year not being there. There was 150-ish people there. It was crazy. There were so many places in the street, parking lots, everywhere. No one could even fit anymore. People were like not even like parking because there was nowhere to park, so they were just leaving. I was like, wow, we need a bigger, we're going to need a bigger boat, a quote from Jaws, the classic movie, like we're going to need a bigger boat because there's this people. So we decided to go find a venue, and I got some sponsors, different companies I started working with through social media influencing. How the rally was born at the Louisville Mega Caverns, and we've had that 2 years. This is the third year coming up that we're going to be there. Last year, 50 were given out last year. So we went from 150 to 300 to 450, in a short amount of time. And there were 500 people. We've got more space now reserved for us. We're literally taking over the whole corner of the cave. It's a ropes course in the room that we rent out, and there's going to be foods catered by the sponsors, event t-shirts given names on the front for the first 400 people that show up. There is a cash bar, so if you want to relax, let loose, and you can pay for your own drinks there. Or anything like that. It's just an awesome meetup that has grown so big that we just had to get a little more organized and find a venue that could hold us all. So that first Thursday of the GIE from 6 to 9. So that's my little quick summary there of everything.
No, I love it, man. It's you walk in and you anticipate basically an expo, and it goes on for, it seems, miles. I mean, it is just booth after booth after booth, and then you go outside and it's just overwhelming. But a couple things I wanted to hit on that I think that are huge key takeaways. If you've never been to GIE, you're considering maybe not going this year, is going out, meeting these social influencers, the CEOs, the decision makers of these software companies, the manufacturers of the equipment. You get to actually interact with those decision makers. And that was one of the things I found that was really mind-blowing and pretty powerful to be able to be on the same level with some of these people that we normally probably wouldn't be able to connect with. And actually going out and creating buying decisions. So to actually go able to get your hands on these things, ask opinions of other industry experts or other industry folks on the same level, whether it's lawn care or fertilization, pest control. Everybody's there and they're willing to share. And these are, from what I've seen, these are relationships that last for a lifetime. It's not just you meet up for the weekend, but it's literally they continue to go on certain sites. And Road to GIE, your Facebook group, has been a great place where a lot of like-minded industry folks are connecting and creating community. And that's one of the main reasons, outside of just kind of exploring GIE, is you're a stud in this industry. You're bringing together like-minded professionals and growing this industry and changing the perception of it, as well as some other big movers. I met On-Site Trav, Blake, a handful of others, Alum Landscapes, just to mention a few. But I mean, it was a great place to have all the major influencers in one place. Jonathan of Lawn Care Millionaire, co-founder of Service Autopilot, we hung out. I believe to my latest knowledge that SA is going to be, Service Autopilot will be sponsoring part of the GIE rally as well at the Mega Cavern. So if I don't see in the chaos of actually the GIE, we'll definitely be at the rally with Jonathan and some of the Service Autopilot team. So that should be a blast. I know you've got a compressed schedule, so I don't want to hold you hostage to just Facebook Live, but I know a lot of people were asking about it who hadn't been there. Is there anything that you would recommend? Is it too late to sign up to actually come to GIE plus Expo and the rally? And anything else that you would recommend for anybody in the lawn care industry, even maybe thinking about getting in the lawn care industry? Maybe this is a great place to be exposed to the professional side of our business.
Yeah, 100%. It's not too late it's never too late to register for the GIE. I mean, you can sign up literally as late. Going to be super expensive. It's like $60 or something ridiculous. Right now, there's still the early bird special, I believe. It's ending very soon. So it's registered super affordable. And a lot of influencers have links to 50% off, including myself. So if you go to the Facebook group, Road at the top, there's an event for the GIE rally. So you can go ahead and look at that event and see all the info, where and all that all the people that are already clicked going, which there's a lot of last minute people. So it's only says 100 and something people so far, but every minute 100 people click going, and then we have double that show up. So because they bring friends and kids and family and all that. So that's the kind of people to see the information, to get somewhat of an idea, and just have a destination to streamline information about the GIE rally. Also 50% off registration in the details of that group. So you can get 50% off your registration. So you can get registration right now for 7 months. On the road, as the price starts going up, that code still works for 50% off. So if you miss the early bird special, you can still get 50% off. Maybe it goes up to things, so you can get it for 15. Don't quote me on that, but it starts going up, sequentially up until the last minute where it's like $60. And then the code you're at the at the event, so that wouldn't work. You have to do it online. You might be able to do it online that day and get 50% off. So the earlier you sign up, the better. Also, as far as if you're traveling from far to get in there, you're not taking a couple hours. So some people in for the day and they drive back home. But most of us that attend, we usually spend the night or a couple of nights, because we're coming from, say, I have a 10-hour drive or a several-hour flight, whatever it is. So I mean, I always spend the night a couple of nights when I'm there. So all are on the GIE Expo's website. So if you just Google, GIE plus Expo, their website should come up. It's also on Facebook. Information is all right there, but that has all the hotel information as well as travel information. So there's discount for certain discounted tickets they give you for certain hotels. So if you book it through there, you're guaranteed to get a room. There's people have double booked or something. They've just directly contacted one of the hotels, right? And then they book through them, and something crazy, they live something crazy. So make sure you do it all through the website, so that you make sure you have a room. But you want to do all that as early as later. The less options you have, the more expensive it's going to be, right? The later you wait to book a hotel, less options you have, the more expensive it's going to be. If you want to save, make up your mind as soon as you can, and just go ahead onto that website, go onto the Facebook group, Road to the GIE, shoot posts all the time at the GIE going this year. What are some recommendations or whatever along those lines? And everyone just comments and chimes in. It's just a group. You see the admin, I have several moderators. So we try to make sure that any crazy people that might, get a little crazy on there, we make sure that we monitor all that. Far between. We want it to be all GIE related, a great community, and that's where it all happens. I mean, the itself, the different people through there, they go on. They're members of the group that I have, Road to the GIE, just so they can communicate with everyone. It's really cool. We'll ask a question that we don't know, and then Warren Sellers from Sellers Expositions that runs the GIE will chime in and say, "Hey, or this much," or go to the the left hall, or whatever the situation is. So it's a really great resource. So everything's all right there. As the there, and there are, like you said, there's a lot of other great influencers out there that have impacted the industry, and they're going to be at the GIE. Always on that group as well. So it's just a great resource for all of that. And if you are thinking about getting into the lawn care industry, better get immersed into the whole world and the industry of the lawn and landscape community is to just go to this overwhelming, and it's going to be overwhelming no matter whether it's your first year in business or your 24th year in business, right? It's still going to be over. It really does not, there's no bias there. The GIE is just going to overwhelm everyone equally. But it's go people in person and see products and talk about things. There's a lot of great classes and seminars that you do have to pay extra for, and they're pretty really good, action-packed, expert-driven classes. So if you really want to learn how to take your business to the next level, then for the GIE's website, and you can possibly register for those too, and really make it a learning experience for you if you are getting into the business. Been doing it for years and you want to just learn some more stuff, or pivot your business a little bit into hardscaping, for example. They've got a lot of stuff on that. A lot of great opportunities to grow your business by connecting with like-minded people. And I just try to keep people in communication so that everyone just has a good time and we can get the best out of this experience. The GIE is like, I call the GIE came from, it's like Black Friday weekend for me. It's like that's what it is. It's Black Friday. So we prepare all year then. Like super exciting. You can never really plan for everything. It just blows you away. Everyone's just having a time of their life. High energy. It's just overall to look forward to every year. Some people make a vacation out of it and bring their whole family and go to so many things to do. There's museums, there's zoo, there's all kinds of cool stuff that you can do. Like if you want to do that on Saturday, some people stay all the way through Saturday and in between. So all the way around can be overwhelming, definitely, but it's worth going. It's never too late, but the earlier you book things, the better chances you'll have at getting affordable rates and actually getting, these things, because eventually they're out in the day. So you definitely don't want that to happen. So don't wait till the last minute. But all that info is on their website, and Road to the GIE Facebook group is a great source for anything and everything GIE.
Awesome, brother. Can't thank you enough. Big shout out to LCR Media as well. Make sure we see you down at the floor of GIE. I'm going to be hanging out, if anybody wants to hang out, at the Service Autopilot booth as a certified advisor right on the main floor at GIE. And then going to be hanging out with Jonathan Petoshnik, Lawn Care Millionaire, Naylor, and I'm sure the rest of the YouTube All-Stars that we've all grown and loved and learned from on a daily basis. So just want to continue to thank you for what you do for our industry, keeping that professionalism and growing our industry. If I don't see you on the floor, I'll see you at the rally. And I posted some links, and I'll additionally, we both can post some links to the different websites and Facebook pages that we've mentioned here. And can't wait to see you in October, brother. Appreciate it.
Man.
All right, man. Have a good one.
All right.